Watch Dogs: Legion marked a significant departure from its predecessors by introducing a groundbreaking mechanic that redefined the gameplay and storytelling experience. In the earlier versions of Watch Dogs, players controlled a single protagonist, Aiden Pierce in the first game and Marcus Holloway in the second. However, Legion took a bold step by removing the concept of a central protagonist altogether. The narrative of Watch Dogs: Legion unfolded in a near-future London under the oppressive control of powerful corporations and authoritarian forces. DedSec, the hacking collective from the previous games, had evolved into a widespread resistance movement. The unique feature of Legion was the ability to recruit and play as any character in the game world. In the previous versions, players followed a predetermined storyline with a fixed protagonist, exploring the character's personal history and motivations. In Watch Dogs: Legion, the story became dynamic and adaptive. Instead of a single hero, players could recruit and play as any NPC, non-playable character, in the city, each with their own skills, background, and story. This innovative system brought a new level of complexity to the narrative. Every recruited character had their own set of missions and personal connections, and players had to strategically choose their team based on skills needed for specific missions. The characters had unique voice lines, personalities, and backstories, making the world feel more alive and diverse. The central conflict in Legion revolved around the struggle against Albion, a powerful private military company that had taken control of London. The story explored themes of surveillance, authoritarianism, and resistance, much like the previous games, but the decentralized nature of the narrative allowed for a broader exploration of the city's inhabitants and their struggles. While the removal of a single protagonist and the introduction of the play as anyone mechanic were the most notable changes, the core hacking gameplay remained a key element in Watch Dogs: Legion. The ability to manipulate the city's infrastructure, hack into security systems, and use advanced technology to gain an edge against powerful enemies continued to be a defining feature. In essence, Watch Dogs: Legion not only continued the themes of hacking and resistance established in its predecessors but also revolutionized the storytelling approach by embracing a multitude of playable characters. This shift allowed for a more expansive and diverse exploration of the game world, making the narrative feel more interconnected and dynamic. The diffused protagonist concept added a layer of unpredictability and player-driven storytelling that set Watch Dogs: Legion apart from its predecessors. In Watch Dogs: Legion London City, the developers paid meticulous attention to the vehicular aspect of the game to enhance the immersive experience of navigating the city's streets. The game featured a diverse array of vehicles, ranging from sleek futuristic cars to battered, makeshift vehicles used by the Resistance. The developers aimed to capture the essence of a city under oppressive control, where both the powerful elite and the oppressed rebels had distinct styles of transportation. The futuristic cars were designed with sleek lines and advanced technology, reflecting the influence of powerful corporations like Albion. These high-tech vehicles showcased a blend of elegance and functionality, equipped with cutting-edge features such as automated driving systems and advanced security measures. The attention to detail extended to the interiors, where players could immerse themselves in the futuristic dashboard displays and interactive interfaces. On the other hand, the makeshift vehicles used by DedSec and the rebels reflected resourcefulness in the face of adversity. These patched-up cars and modified motorcycles were a testament to the resilience of the Resistance, cobbled together from salvaged parts and adorned with graffiti and symbols of defiance. Each vehicle had its own unique handling characteristics, providing players with a varied and engaging driving experience. The development of Watch Dogs: Legion involved a collaborative effort from the team at Ubisoft Toronto, the primary studio responsible for the game. The game's creative director, Clint Hocking, played a crucial role in shaping the narrative and ensuring that the world of London City felt authentic and lived in. The team worked extensively on the open-world design, incorporating the iconic landmarks of London into the game while adding a dystopian twist to create a visually stunning and thematically rich environment. The technological aspects of the game, including the advanced drone system and the interconnected surveillance network, were crafted with input from a team of writers, designers, and technical experts. The goal was to create a plausible and thought-provoking depiction of a near-future surveillance state. The art and design teams collaborated to bring the vehicles to life, working on both the futuristic aesthetic of Albion's fleet and the gritty, rebellious look of DedSec's makeshift rides. The sound design team contributed to the immersive experience by creating realistic engine sounds, honks, and ambient noises that complemented the bustling atmosphere of London City. Watch Dogs: Legion London City was a product of the collective efforts of these developers, who sought to deliver a compelling narrative, a detailed open-world map, and an engaging driving experience. The game not only showcased the technological prowess of the development team but also demonstrated their commitment to creating a captivating and thought-provoking gaming experience.
Good to decompress.
In the not-so-distant future of 2030, London had transformed into a city under constant surveillance and control. The rise of authoritarian regimes and powerful corporations led to the implementation of an advanced security system known as CTOS 4.0, turning London into a living battleground. The people were oppressed, and civil liberties were a thing of the past. Amidst the chaos, an underground resistance group known as DedSec emerged to fight against the oppressive regime. The group, which started as a small collective of hackers, grew into a formidable force with the goal of liberating London from the grip of tyranny. The heart of the resistance lay in the city itself, with an expansive open-world map reflecting the sprawling urban landscape of London. Iconic landmarks like the Tower of London, Buckingham Palace, and the Shard were juxtaposed against a dystopian backdrop, creating a hauntingly beautiful environment for players to explore. The city was divided into different boroughs, each under the control of a powerful faction or corporation. Players navigated through the maze of skyscrapers and dilapidated neighborhoods, uncovering the dark secrets of each area and recruiting diverse characters to join the resistance. The map was not just a playground, it was a living, breathing testament to the consequences of unchecked power. One of the key features of London's surveillance state was the implementation of futuristic drones. These autonomous flying machines, developed by a powerful tech conglomerate called Albion, patrolled the skies, monitoring every movement and collecting data on citizens. Albion had convinced the government that this extreme level of surveillance was necessary for maintaining order and preventing terrorist threats. However, DedSec uncovered a more sinister truth behind the drones. They were equipped with advanced AI systems capable of predictive profiling, allowing them to identify potential threats before any crime was committed. This led to a disturbing reality where individuals were arrested preemptively based on algorithms and data analysis, eroding the concept of innocent until proven guilty. As players delved deeper into the story, they discovered that Albion's true motive was to establish a totalitarian regime using the drones as a means of control. DedSec's mission became clear. They had to dismantle Albion's grip on the city and expose the corrupt alliance between the corporation and the government. Throughout the narrative, players had to strategically use the diverse set of characters they recruited, each with unique skills and backgrounds. From skilled hackers to former spies and street-savvy rebels, the resistance grew stronger with each successful mission. The map was not just a backdrop, but a dynamic canvas shaped by the player's actions, with the city evolving as DedSec gained ground. In the ultimate showdown, DedSec successfully infiltrated Albion's headquarters, exposing the dark secrets of the surveillance state to the public. The people of London rose up against their oppressors, and the regime crumbled under the weight of its own lies. The city, once shrouded in fear, began to rebuild as a symbol of resilience and hope. Watch Dogs: Legion London City provided players with a gripping narrative, a richly detailed map, and a thought-provoking exploration of the ethical implications of advanced surveillance technology.
hurt, millions fear they are soon to have their digital secrets exposed. Visit GBB for more on this developing story.
Scanning the area for suspicious behavior.
As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, I don't have specific details on the system requirements for Watch Dogs: Legion London City. However, I can provide you with a general idea of what you might expect, based on typical requirements for similar AAA games. Keep in mind that these specifications can change, and it's recommended to check the official sources for the most up-to-date information. Minimum system requirements: 4 PC. OS: Windows 10 64-bit. Processor: Intel Core i5-4460 or AMD Ryzen 5 1400. Memory: 8GB RAM. Graphics: Nvidia GeForce GTX 970 or AMD Radeon R9 290X with 4GB VIM. DirectX version 12. Storage: 45GB available space. Additional notes: SSD recommended. These are basic requirements to run the game at lower settings and resolutions. For a smoother experience and better visual quality, especially for an open-world game like Watch Dogs: Legion, meeting or exceeding the recommended specifications is advisable. Recommended system requirements: 4 PC. OS: Windows 10 64-bit. Processor: Intel Core i7-4790 or AMD Ryzen 5 1600. Memory: 16GB RAM. Graphics: Nvidia GeForce GTX 1060 or AMD Radeon RX 480 with 6GB VIM. DirectX version 12. Storage: 45GB available space. Additional notes: SSD recommended. These specifications are intended for players who want to experience the game at higher settings, including better textures, higher resolutions, and smoother performance. For consoles, such as PlayStation and Xbox, the requirements are fixed and depend on the specific platform. Typically, game developers optimize their titles to run smoothly on the respective consoles, ensuring a consistent and enjoyable experience for players. To get the most accurate and updated information on system requirements for Watch Dogs: Legion London City, I recommend checking the official Ubisoft website or the platform-specific stores, such as Steam for PC, PlayStation Store for PlayStation, or Microsoft Store for Xbox, closer to the release date or after any potential updates.
In just 3 short years, London has seen 15% of its workforce made redundant, and another 20% are expected to be added in the next 5 years, as artificial intelligence advances on nearly every sector of the economy. Tonight on GBB, we examine how the new age of automation is affecting the lives of Londoners who have lost or are about to lose their livelihoods.